us, 4:25 p.m. Eastern. Chicago Bears 0-2, 0-1 on the road at the Kansas City Chiefs, 1-1, 0-1 at home. We're at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. 72 Fahrenheit, scattered thunderstorms, 10 miles per hour. I already talked about comparing this spot to the Chiefs, who are frustrated offensively. I compared it to what the Bills did last week, and I stand by it. Now, we're sitting here with the Chiefs going from 13 to 13.5. I mean, that doesn't appeal to me at all. Not whatsoever. Not a first half look, nothing. But I think that this is a chance for their offense to get rolling. Now, this is also a spot where this total sitting here at 48 dropped all the way down to 47 from 50. And I like having the Chiefs with unders, with high totals. I like it a lot. They slow everything down when they're way ahead, and they just, they want to get the job done, get out healthy. Ron Crawford says he doesn't like travel after Monday night games. Again, that's talking about the Panther spot. Spanny Pennybomb says so many points, but the Bears are just so bad. And for me here, I think this is a get right spot for the offense, and that would only be, a first half type of situation for the Chiefs, because I think if they're way ahead, they'll slow it down. So we've seen that this line has gone to 13.5 and the total's gone to 47. Let's take a look at the cash flow then for this spot. We have 94% of the tickets in. Oh, sorry, that's money line. Who's betting minus 700? Jeez. 68% of the tickets and 96% of cash is on the under, and we've seen a big market move towards the under. Then we have 63% of the tickets and 35% of cash on the Chiefs. So there's people backing the Bears at this price, even though it's moving in the Chiefs' direction. The market certainly makes me not want to move on my plan for team totals. So, but the Bears coming off an ugly 27-17 loss at Tampa. They were outgained 437 to 236. They only made one appearance in the red zone. Justin Fields was 16-29 for 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and the Bucs did a great job of keeping Fields in the pocket. He ran 4 times for 3 yards. DJ Moore had a nice bounce back game, catching 6 passes for 104 yards. But Darnell Mooney left in the third quarter, and we'll go over why. But that hurt. And it helped DJ Moore a bit, becoming pretty much the only option. Bears running game was not a factor. They ran 16 times for 67 yards, and that hurt their time of possession. They only had the ball for 24 minutes and 4 seconds. The offensive line couldn't protect Fields. He was sacked 6 times. The defense could apply no pressure whatsoever. They finished with no sacks and 1 quarterback hit. They allowed a Baker Mayfield offense to put up 437 total yards. We talked about the loss of Kyler Gordon last week in the secondary. I mean, it was glaring. But then Jaquan Brisker is sick before the game. I mean, that's just heartbreak if anybody believed in the Bears. I mean, that's just awful. And then Eddie Jackson, they lose in the first quarter. Now, Jaquan Brisker did start the game, but illness was out. And then Eddie Jackson, they lose in the first quarter. Jackson suffered a foot injury, and he did not return. Now, Eberflus says that it looks positive, whatever that means. So Darnell Mooney has a nagging bruise on his kneecap. He suffered it against the Packers. He couldn't bend his knee, so he was held out. He believes he'll be fine for this week's game, but you'll have to wait and see. The Chiefs come in off that underwhelming 17-9 victory in Jacksonville. They outgained the Jags 399 to 271, but didn't look good doing it. Mahomes finished 29-41 for 305 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Sky Moore caught 3 for 70 and a touchdown. Justin Watson caught 3 for 62. Travis Kelce back in the lineup caught 4 passes for 26 yards and a touchdown. Pacheco ran 12 times for 70 yards. Justin Watson, Richie James lost fumbles. Kadarius Toney almost lost another one, but he recovered it. The defense looked strong, though. They held the Jags to 1 first down on the ground. Jags just went only 3 of 14 on 3rd and 4th down. Chris Jones had his way with this weak offensive line from the Jags. 1.5 sacks, 5 quarterback pressures. As a team, they finished with 4 sacks and 7 quarterback hits, and they completely shut down Trevor Lawrence when it mattered most. Trevor Lawrence was just 0 of 7 through the air, and his team went 0 of 3 in the red zone. The Chiefs were just sloppy. I mean, it was just a sloppy, ugly game. 12 penalties for 94 yards, and Jawan Taylor looked horrible. I mean, he was penalized 5 times, and then they benched him.
He was jumping off sides in week 1 as well. I mean, not off sides. He was false start like every play, and they let him get away with it until the 4th quarter in week 1 as well. But
it was horrific. So 2 false starts, 1 illegal formation, and 2 holding. And that was just ridiculous. So I'm going to pull up the Chiefs team total just so we can have an idea of how ridiculous it is right now. Because look, I don't want to sit with a 14-point favorite, but it's not that I don't think they'll cover it. That's just not good business. But here you have it's basically it says 31.5, but that's plus 124 to the over. I mean, you can get a better number than that. And the first half is 16.5. I mean, is this not a get right spot for the offense? Why don't they score 17 points in the first half? Why don't they? Take it away for us here, Troy. Bears, Chiefs.
This Chiefs team, I'm just confused at what I'm seeing right now because it's unlike the Chiefs. I mean, they look like a freaking skeleton of themselves. All the fluidity the Chiefs used to have on offense is just not there. The plays offensively, obviously, they're creating a bunch of penalties and putting themselves behind the marker. Constant strings of penalties versus the Jags. It was so frustrating to watch. I said that the Chiefs are due for a bear market, and it's right now it's looking like it's here. Right now, PFF has them ranked 24th overall, 20th on offense, and 26th on defense, despite allowing an average of 15 points in the first 2 weeks. And that kind of speaks volumes about the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? They were able to post a 9 on D, but still their rating per PFF was terrible. That means they're not winning. That means Jacksonville has more problems than are evident, to say the least. So, yeah, I just think the lack of fluidity on the Chiefs side is something to take note of. And the Bears, I didn't watch much of this game at all, probably a total of 15 plays. So I definitely need to go back and rewatch. This team does not look good. And there's a recurring theme for me. You look at the top 5 QBs on pocket time, quarterbacks holding on to the ball in the pocket the longest. It's the worst quarterbacks in the league. It's rookies, it's Deshaun Watson, and it's Jordan Love. It's what's his name? Justin Fields. He's so forgettable at this point. I mean, how about these Bears fans who thought they had something going in the right direction and they ran into a brick wall? I still think, and despite how bad and terrible the Bears have been, and I agree with you, Jimmy, it does look like a bounce back spot for the Chiefs offense. But I just can't get there with the Chiefs. I mean, this to me is just too many points. It's Bears or nothing.
-7 first quarter. First half, excuse me. -7 first half. And it's team total at 16.5. And, this feels like one of those games that that if it doesn't, go the way you expect, you're just absolutely filled with rage. But if you listen to Mahomes talking right now, if you listen to this Chiefs offense, they're so frustrated. They're angry. And, when Dennis says, I bet Chicago plus 13, under 48, I love high unders with the Chiefs. I always have. I love unders with the Chiefs when they play against a weak opponent. But something is different here, where this is not a team that feels good about their play. They're angry, and they want to get right. I do not want them full game. I know they just want to be healthy. If they take a big lead, it'll be a perfect opportunity for a live under. I'll be looking at the under at halftime or maybe even a little bit before that. But Ron Crawford says that we are out of sync. I don't like that. But I made the mistake with the Bills. No, I still got some money. I took the first half team total over, but I just see so many similarities. An angry team at home against a lightweight opponent where they just want to get right, feel good about themselves. And they would like to do that over the first 30 minutes. So Sky Dragon says maybe Kansas City just isn't good this year, and that's why they are frustrated and playing bad. Yeah, maybe, but the Bears secondary is horrific now with Brisker back, and who knows about Eddie Jackson if he can even make it through a full game. But Kyler Gordon now, I just think it's a get right spot. That's all. Okay. And Al Service is a lightweight who is reeling, under tremendous pressure. This is Justin Fields ran 4 times for 3 yards. Everything seems out of whack for the Bears right now. And when do you want a big favorite? There's only one. It's when they're angry. Other than that, you never want them. You never, ever want them. They have to be angry. And this is an angry group, a frustrated group. So maybe Dennis is right. Maybe they're just not very good. The Super Bowl champs, maybe they're not very good. Now they don't have Bieniemy, and they need to prove something. I think they proved something right here. I'm going to bet this tonight. I'm going to bet the -7. I'm going to bet the team total over. I've got a line shop because I'm not going to want this plus money, ridiculous plus money on the. Oh, but that was a 31.5. I'll have to line shop on the first half over. I've said enough. I'm going to be on the Chiefs first half and the first half team total over for the Chiefs. I bet you they score on their first drive, a touchdown on their first drive as well. Chiefs first half -7 and team total over. This just fits my MO here, but nothing fit. Oh, the MO that I wanted last week blew up my face. So is there anything you want to touch on before we move on, my man?
No, we can move on.
All right, let's do it again. Follow both of us on Twitter to see our official action, and that's it's 11.
I don't want to add on to that, man. Like at this point, I haven't gotten too deep into these remaining games. I actually won this Raiders-Steelers game coming up. I have a little bit more on, but I still have a lot of work to do. So, like you were saying, yeah, follow us on Twitter. That I'll be posting a lot of stuff, a lot of information. Come game time.
Let's roll on.